let me tell you what Udo Erasmus recommends, okay, because he was kind of one of the pioneers of good fats. He recommended a tablespoon per 50 pounds of body weight. Okay? So for you, probably just over 3 tablespoons a day, right? Now, he recommends his product, of course, which is a blend of 7 different seed oils, which is great. But that's in general. You know, an avocado, you know, is easily half of that probably. You know, avocado and some coconuts and nuts and seeds. You know, I mean, you'll easily get that.
So we're not talking large amounts of fat.
No, no, doesn't have to be at all. Doesn't have to be large amounts of fat. You do, and see, different fats have different properties. You know, different nutrients. So that's why it's good to get a combination of things. You don't have to eat everything every day. You know, people are kind of into this. Okay, I got to buy this supplement and I got to take it every day. Well, that's not necessarily true. You know what I mean? Think about the way people used to live. Sometimes they'd catch fish and eat fish. Sometimes they'd milk the goat and have goats milk. You know, yeah. I mean, it was whatever they had available to them at the time. You know, you don't have to eat everything every day. So have fish once in a while, eat nuts and seeds. You know, understand the list of everything you need, have it available to you, and use them from time. You know, use them every day, but use different ones. Mix it up. You know, coconut oil is awesome. Like I said, it's my favorite oil. But it's not going to give you your 3, 6, and 9 fatty acids, which you need for brain function and nerve function and muscle growth and all those types of things. So that's why it's good to get a variety of nutrients. The other thing we could have talked about, which we didn't, is making sure you're getting omega-6s. Have you guys heard about how omega-6s are bad and stay away from omega-6s?
I've never heard of omega-6s.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a lot of information about how omega-6s are bad. And the reason they say that is because omega-6s are in all those refined vegetable oils that's in all our packaged foods. So they're saying, oh, you're getting too many omega-6s. Well, once again, it's not that you're getting too many omega-6s, it's that you're getting processed junk. You need omega-6s, but you need it in raw foods, nuts and seeds. Your highest sources are hemp is probably your highest source of omega-6s. Sunflowers, sesame, evening primrose, pumpkin. The reason I mention those is because we're so big on the omega-3s, which is great. That's fish and flax, okay? But if you only do fish and flax, you're missing out. That's why variety is important.
How about E3 Live?
Just one second. The omega-6s are so critically important because, again, what the science shows now, because we are able to study these things, is that the skin, for example, contains omega-6s. You want to have beautiful skin, you need more than fish and flax oil. You need omega-6s. Your muscles contain 6 times more omega-6s than omega-3s. Your heart contains more omega-6s than omega-3s. So that's why you need the nuts and seeds and a variety of nutrients. E3 Live is something totally different because it's an algae. It's not a fat. So
With the omega-6, is there any omega-6 in it?
I don't think so. Mostly your nuts and seeds and things of that nature.
And then you were talking about the coconut oil. You don't cook? You don't heat it up at all?
Yeah, oh yeah, I cook with it all the time.
Okay.
Yep, yep. When, in the morning, a lot of times I'll take like potatoes and onions and peppers and just kind of stir it up in a stir fryer. Maybe I'll make an omelet with it or whatever. And yeah, I always use coconut oil. Yeah, put coconut oil in oatmeal.
So you cook with that more than you do olive oil? Or
I don't cook with olive oil. I only cook with coconut oil. You can cook with olive oil. You want to keep it on low heat.
Right.
But coconut oil, because it's so stable, it won't become adulterated like the other oils and give you all the negative effects that cooking with the other oils will give you.
Because I just started drinking coconut water.
Ooh, that's cool. It's expensive though.
So I put it in my smoothies.
Yeah. But you can buy the young Thai coconuts at the Asian market.
Right.
That's a lot cheaper.
Right.
Yeah, it's the same thing in coconut water.
Right.
So.
Just have to have a machete.
Yeah, exactly. You got to have a machete or
I don't have 2 more fingers. But
some
I'm
kind of
healthy.
tool. Yeah, exactly. And just so you know, I mean, I do have buy one get one free on flax oil tonight. If anyone needs any. But flax is awesome too. I mean, we could talk forever about flax. I mean, just the anti-cancer benefits they found and the benefits for fighting breast cancer and other things that they found in flax is tremendous. tremendous, tons of research done on that. Tons of research done on that.
What
But
about-
again, it's got to be a variety of things. Yeah.
What about the 9, omega-9s?
The omega-9 your body produces naturally. You don't have to you don't have to get those in foods
Oh,
necessarily.
see.
Plus, it's needed in very, very small amounts, and the small amounts that you need, your body produces naturally.
Uh-huh.
So that's really not critically important. It's the 3s and 6s we need to make sure we get plenty of.
I heard somewhere that clarified butter or ghee was so much better for you than regular butter. What's the?
I don't know if it's better than regular butter. I mean, again, butter, ideally you'd get it from a farm. I don't. I buy mine from Whole Foods. I don't know what it's called. I get the best one I can find. But ghee is awesome. Ghee is one of the main foods they use over in India in Ayurvedic medicine. They use it for healing and for cleansing and for all kinds of things.
So what makes it better?
I have no idea. I don't know what's special about ghee. I haven't really studied it.
Comes
I
in a
just-
big jar.
I've heard a lot about it. But I've heard that it's a very powerful food.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's a dairy product. And yeah, hopefully they have ways to not heavily process it or anything. I think it would have to be if it was such a beneficial food. But yeah. Anything else?
You said coconut oil doesn't, I think one of those maybe what I interpreted, isn't digested really? I mean, doesn't take energy to digest?
No?
Goes straight to, no. So would it be good for like eating while you're running? It's-
Absolutely. Marathon runners will take it before a marathon
Okay.
to give them sustainable energy throughout the day.
All right.
Best oil for a diabetic. Hands down the best fat a diabetic can put in their body. So it won't store as fat. It's going to increase their energy and metabolism. They don't have to spend time digesting it. Awesome.
Okay, now, do you have to look for like the cold press, the hot, I mean,
Just like the one I
Processing.
have, I'm pretty particular about that kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
The one I have, you have to be careful because almost all coconut oil comes from the same place and almost all comes from the Philippines. And companies, if they have it shipped over in bulk and have it processed at their plant here in the United States, it's radiated before it comes over. But if they make it as a finished good in the Philippines, in other words, they package it there and it's sent as a finished good, they don't have to irradiate it. So like the one I have, they have a contract with a specific group of farmers. It's cold pressed. They centrifuge it. They spin it, in other words, to get the impurities out so they never have to use heat. They package it right there at the facility, and then they ship it over so it doesn't have to be irradiated. Yeah, I'm pretty specific about that kind of stuff.
well, it would make a difference.
It does. And when people try this coconut oil, they never go back because they've been using the stuff they buy at the store, and then they try this and they're like, oh my gosh.
Your ultimate superfood?
It's Ultimate Superfoods.
It's a big difference.
You notice a big difference?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Taste that,
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Or an arthritis
Mhm.
patient with coconut oil. You just say to cook with it, put it in smoothies.
Eat it raw as much as possible. You're going to get the most benefit from it raw, and you can also rub it right on the sore joints. Tomorrow's is allergies and asthma, and then I just finished a schedule for November. We're going to do fun stuff in November. Well, I'm going to do a class on bone health because I think it's really important. Because I tell people like the worst supplement you could put in your body is a calcium supplement, and that always freaks people out. So I got to explain that. And then so we're going to do a whole class on bone health and the top 10 things you need for bone health. Why we're getting bone disease and like people in other countries aren't. There's a reason, But we're going to do some fun stuff. We're going to do, I'm going to redo the sugar class because a lot of people missed it and we had to turn some people away because there was like 41 people there. And then to follow up with that, the week after the sugar class, we're going to do a class on healthy desserts with little or no sugar that you can make and like totally impress your friends and family for the holidays.
Oh, that's what I want to do.
Yep. And then the week after that, we're going to do a class on warming foods with winter coming up, how important it is to have balance, to have warming foods in your body to keep you warm during the winter. And we're going to talk about teas and soups and root vegetables and different good things you can do for the